how Egypt is leveraging two of its most iconic waterways, the Nile River and the Suez Canal, to generate billions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. These natural and man-made wonders have not only shaped Egypt's history but are also key to its modern economic success. Stick around because we will break down exactly how Egypt is turning these assets into a powerful engine for wealth. To understand how Egypt is making so much money from the Nile and Suez Canal, we need to start by understanding why these waterways are so crucial. Let's talk about the Nile first. The Nile is not just a river, it's the lifeblood of Egypt. It stretches over 6,600 kilometers, making it the longest river in the world. For thousands of years, civilizations have flourished along its banks. It supplies over 90% of Egypt's fresh water, which is vital for agriculture, drinking water, and industry. Now shift your focus to the Suez Canal, a man-made marvel. Opened in 1869, the canal connects the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea, acting as a shortcut for ships traveling between Europe and Asia. Before the Suez Canal, ships had to take the long and costly route around the southern tip of Africa. The canal dramatically shortened travel time, making it a critical global shipping route. Today, it's one of the world's most important maritime passages, and Egypt controls it. The Nile's economic impact on Egypt can't be overstated. Agriculture is one of the cornerstones of Egypt's economy, and the Nile River is the main reason why farming in this otherwise desert country is even possible. So how does Egypt make money off the Nile? It all starts with the massive agriculture sector. Egypt has some of the most fertile land in the region thanks to the annual flooding of the Nile. Crops like wheat, rice, cotton, and sugarcane are grown along its banks. Egypt is one of the world's largest producers of cotton, and its long staple cotton is renowned globally for its high quality. But the Nile's role in Egypt's economy goes beyond just growing crops. Irrigation from the Nile supports industries like textile manufacturing, which adds even more value to Egypt's agricultural exports. The water from the river also feeds into Egypt's hydroelectric power grid. The Aswan High Dam, one of the world's largest dams, was constructed to harness the power of the Nile. This dam produces hydroelectric power that fuels Egypt's industries and provides electricity to millions of homes. Now let's dive a little bit more deeper into the agricultural side of things. Agriculture isn't just about feeding Egypt's population of over 100 million people. This sector is a major contributor to Egypt's GDP and employs about 25% of the workforce. The crops grown along the Nile are not only consumed domestically but also exported to global markets. Cotton, for example, is a huge export commodity. Egypt's cotton industry supplies textiles to companies worldwide. And it's not just raw cotton. Egypt is home to a growing textile and garment industry where cotton is processed and turned into high-value products like clothing and fabrics. This is a classic example of how the Nile's resources are driving value addition in the economy. In addition to agriculture, the Nile also supports Egypt's tourism industry. Cruising along the Nile is a must-do activity for tourists visiting Egypt. Luxurious riverboats take visitors on journeys past ancient temples, pyramids, and beautiful landscapes. The revenue from tourism is significant and continues to be a major source of foreign currency for the country. The river's importance doesn't end with agriculture or tourism, though. Egypt's fisheries rely heavily on the Nile, contributing to food security and income for many Egyptians. Inland fishing along the Nile provides a large portion of Egypt's fish supply, an important protein source for its growing population. Now let's shift gears and focus on the Suez Canal, one of the biggest moneymakers for Egypt. This canal is the lifeblood of international trade. Around 12% of global trade passes through the Suez Canal each year. That's nearly 19,000 ships annually carrying goods ranging from oil and gas to consumer products. So how does Egypt make money from the Suez Canal? Well, it's all about tolls. Every ship passing through the canal must pay a fee, and these fees are not small. They can range from hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars per transit, depending on the size and cargo of the vessel. In fact, in recent years, Egypt has been raking in billions of dollars in toll revenues from the canal. For example, in 2021 alone, Egypt earned a record-breaking $5.84 billion from Suez Canal tolls. And this number is expected to grow as global trade increases and more ships choose to use the canal. But Egypt isn't stopping there. The country has embarked on a massive project to expand the canal and increase its capacity. In 2015, Egypt completed the first phase of the Suez Canal expansion, creating a new parallel waterway to allow for two-way traffic. This expansion cut down transit times for ships and made the canal even more attractive to global shipping companies. The goal is to further boost revenue by attracting more vessels and increasing the canal's efficiency. The Suez Canal isn't just a passageway for ships. Egypt has transformed the surrounding area into an economic hub known as the Suez Canal Economic Zone, SC Zone. This special economic zone is designed to attract foreign investment and turn the area into a global logistics, industrial, and trade center. Within this zone, businesses benefit from tax incentives, streamlined customs procedures, and access to international shipping routes. Companies from all over the world have set up shop here, building factories, warehouses, and logistics hubs. The SC zone has attracted significant investments, particularly in industries like manufacturing, energy, and maritime services. Major international companies are setting up in the area to take advantage of its strategic location near the canal. For Egypt, this means job creation, foreign direct investment, and an opportunity to diversify its economy away from reliance on just the canal tolls. The SC zone is seen as a key pillar of Egypt's economic future, potentially bringing in tens of billions of dollars in investment over the coming years. Another crucial aspect of the Suez Canal's economic significance is its role in the global oil and gas industry. The canal is a major transit route for oil and liquefied natural gas shipments, with roughly 8% of the world's seaborne oil and 10% of its LNG passing through the canal. Egypt is in a prime position to profit from global energy markets. Toll revenues from oil and gas shipments are substantial. Additionally, the Suez Canal is part of the SUMED pipeline system, which provides an alternative route for oil to bypass the canal when necessary. The pipeline is jointly owned by Egypt and several Gulf states and allows for the storage and transportation of oil from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. This makes Egypt a key player in the global energy supply chain. Beyond transportation, Egypt has also positioned itself as a regional energy hub. In recent years, massive natural gas discoveries in the Mediterranean have boosted Egypt's ambitions to become a net energy exporter. The revenues from the energy sector combined with Suez Canal tolls are helping Egypt to diversify its economy and increase its foreign reserves. The strategic importance of the Suez Canal extends beyond economics. It's also a crucial geopolitical asset for Egypt. Control of this vital waterway gives Egypt significant influence on global trade routes, and historically, the canal has been at the center of international conflicts and diplomacy. The Egyptian government is acutely aware of the canal's geopolitical leverage and has taken steps to ensure its security. The canal's ability to remain open and operational during times of regional instability is crucial for global trade. This ensures that Egypt remains a key player on the world stage, not just economically, but politically as well. Despite all the advantages, Egypt faces some challenges when it comes to managing these two waterways. Climate change and population growth are putting pressure on the Nile's water supply. Egypt is highly dependent on the Nile, and any disruptions such as upstream dam projects by other countries could have significant economic consequences. Water scarcity is already a concern, and managing the Nile's resources sustainably is crucial for the country's future. Similarly, the Suez Canal faces competition from alternative shipping routes like the Northern Sea route that's becoming more accessible due to melting Arctic ice. However, Egypt is confident that the Suez Canal will remain the preferred route for most ships due to its established infrastructure, strategic location, and continuous efforts to upgrade and expand its capacity. So both the Nile and the Suez Canal have been instrumental in shaping Egypt's economic fortunes. From agriculture and energy production to international trade and tourism, these waterways are at the heart of Egypt's wealth. The revenues generated by the Nile and the Suez Canal are allowing Egypt to modernize its economy, invest in infrastructure, and improve the livelihoods of its people. The future looks bright for Egypt as global trade continues to grow and as Egypt capitalizes on its geographical advantages. These waterways will continue to be major sources of revenue and economic growth. Egypt's ability to manage and maximize the potential of the Nile and Suez Canal will be key to its success in the years to come. If you want to know how Iran is unbeatable, no country has the power to conquer Iran, then you should watch the video currently displayed on your screen. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time, and a bundle of thanks for watching.